Starting lines are getting announced as North County will be first with led by Julia Christopher, Alyssa Huber, Kaylee Winch, Morgan Johnson, and Ella Gant, not Grant. And for Farmington, we have Allison Tucker with Emily Grief, Macy Pauls, Claire Bussey, and Zoe Johns. I'm pretty excited for this matchup. The JV Farmington team just beat the JV North County team. Makaila, what are you feeling? What got any guess?
I'm
estimate?
pretty excited about this game. They're both very good teams.
They are. I don't think. I'm almost certain the Farmington team did not participate in the Crystal tournament on the girls' side.
Yes.
North County, I couldn't tell you either, but I know our girls did go to St. Louis for a tournament, and they got, I think, fourth or third, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm pretty excited. They have a lot of talent with Allison Tucker and Claire Bussey. I feel like Bussey adds a bit of the length. Tucker's a very high-intensity guard. Yeah, she's very aggressive, very fast-paced. It's crazy to watch her play. She's definitely worked on her shot as she's progressed, too, because I remember my freshman year, her sophomore year, the shot wasn't all there for her. She really struggled to shoot, and now it's definitely developed into one of the better shooters. We're about 30 to 45 seconds away from tip-off. I'm pretty excited. Don't know about you. Actually, I do. You said you were. I want to give a shout out to Ella Giuliani for singing the national anthem. Well done. It was beautiful. Here we go, as Zoe Johns will tip it off for Farmington. And we're underway. As Huber has it. North County instantly gets down low. Quick. North County's ball. Tucker hit it out of Gant's hand. Gant with the inbound. Gives it to Huber. Back to Gant. Back to Huber. To Christopher. Way over to Gant. Tries baseline. Can't get it. Has to dish it out. North County goes up strong. Misses. Bussey with the rebound. Gives it to Tucker. Tucker comes on court. Gives it to Grief. Grief to Bussey. Bussey stops. Fires. Off the backboard. As Gant's running it down. Gives it to Huber. To Christopher. Christopher back to Huber. Back to Christopher. Back to Huber. To Gant again. They're swinging the ball around the three-point line.
Ella.
Foul on Farmington. Or
Ella.
North County, my bad.
Parker. You did really good.
Tucker bringing the ball down for Farmington. Minute into action, no score yet. Pauls now. As she kind of just missed the ball out of bounds on Farmington. Inbounding the ball to Gant. North County has it. My bad, went up with it as Huber gets the rebound. Steal for Farmington. Pauls has it. Bringing it down. Stolen by Huber. Tucker's picking her up. Some hard defense. Grief will be inbounding the ball. Tucker. Gives it to Bussey. Looking for options. Swings it down to Pauls. Pauls going in. There was a push. Pauls will be inbounding the ball. Okay, we're about 2 minutes to action now. Nothing, anything you're seeing?
Macy Paul's throwing it in. Zoe John's trying to go in, but gets stolen by North County.
North County's ball.
Number 35 for North County throwing it in now.
That'd be Kaylee Winch.
Nice.
Gives it to Christopher. That'd be a jump. Farmington's ball. A lot of scrappy defense is being played right now. Pauls will be inbounding it. Gets it to Tucker in the backcourt. Tucker's driving. Gives it to Grief. To Bussy. Back to Grief. Back to Bussy. To Grief.
Looks inside, passes it to Zoe Johns. Zoe Johns going up, and the
Strong
score.
finish. First score of the game is towards Farmington for Zoe Johns inside. Using her height to her advantage. As there's Christopher now. Stops, shoots, right off the glass. Huber. Gant. Gant shoots. Short. Pauls gets the rebound. Gives it to Bussy on the move. Tries to get it down to Johns. Tips out. Grief saves it. Back to Johns. Panic. Couldn't finish. Johns again. Another miss. Just can't seem to get the ball to fall. Here's Huber to Christopher. Christopher. Oh my. Huber. There's Christopher. Steal by Macy Pauls. She's running the court. Has Grief to help. Uses Grief. Grief with the layup, and it's good. There's Gant. Gant runs all the way through the defense, gives it to Huber. Huber stops, shoots.
For a three, and
just
off the rim.
Yeah, both these teams are pretty evenly matched. Some tough defenses being played. What's a key for North County to get something on the scoreboard? As it's now 6-0.
Timeout, North County.
Ignore that question as we just took a timeout. We will be right back after these commercial breaks. Sorry about that. Welcome back. Quick timeout there. Makaila, North County has to get some points on the board to be able to win. It's 6-0 here in the first. Obviously nothing to worry about right now, but what's some ways they could put some points up?
They definitely need to start playing better defense to get the ball back, steal the ball. Been passing it around a lot.
They have been.
They need to take some shots.
Yeah, they've been very passive when it comes to offense, as we see Gant moving it out to Christopher. Christopher stops, shoots, off
miss.
long again. Taking on at ill-advised threes, quite a few now. Definitely, I say they're taking like 8 shots or so, probably 5 of them outside. As Grief will be handing the ball to Tucker. Gives it back to Grief. Picks it up, gives it to Pauls. Pauls goes around the screen by Johns. Tucker outside.
Oh,
just
barely
long.
off.
As Winch gets the rebound. Gives it to Huber in the end. Huber's dribbling the ball around. Gives it to Christopher. Back to Huber. Nothing's working. No movement. No real movement from North County right now. Very stagnant. Huber now outside, open. Thought about it. There's Winch. Winch shoots. Contested. Just off. Bussy. Tucker's running the floor. They've got numbers. Grief to Zons. Johns, not Zons. What a pass, but couldn't finish. As Christopher's taking it back up for North County. A little over halfway now. Still 6-0. Farmington's playing some pretty stellar defense. As they get another steal, though. Grief gets it back. Saves it just in time, but throws it back to North County. As here's Winch. Christopher. Huber. Stops, resets the offense, gives it to Christopher. Or no, my bad. Gives it to Winch and then Christopher as she shot the 3 just long. There's Huber.
A walk by Huber.
Huber seems to be the main ball handler for North County, as Christopher would be subbing out. And for us, for Farmington, my bad, is mainly Allison Tucker, Emily Grief too. As Allison Tucker is bringing the ball up. Kaylee Warridge now, as she just checked into the game for Zoe Johns. Virginia Lugo also did for... I can't quite know. Or I don't know right now. Oh, Macy Paul is my bad. North County, as Huber has it. To Gant. Gant drives baseline. Gets stopped. Back to Huber. Calling for the screen. So there's Peterson. Peterson dished it down. Now Winch has it. Can't get a shot up over Bussy. As Grief has numbers and a fast break. There's Bussy. Gives it to Tucker. Tucker
Shot
shoots.
For the 3 and a
Just
miss.
long. Minute and a half to go. 8-0 Farmington. Peterson. Huber. To Gant. Back to Huber. To Winch. To Peterson. Huber. Just a lot of passing the ball around. Farmington playing some stellar D as Kaylee gets this, picks the ball up off the steal. Tucker now. Driving baseline. Dishes it out to Bussy. Bussy stops, shoots.
Just off the rim.
Can't get anything to really fall. Neither team's offense is really working too well. It's just the fact that the defenses are a bit better as Gant tried to go all the way through the defense, getting stopped by Bussy with her long arms. As Huber has the ball. To Peterson in the corner. Down low to Winch. As Bussy gets the rebound. Throws it over the top to Tucker.
Passes it to nobody.
Just really sloppy offense for the most part as Johns and Pauls are checking back in, but for Bussy and Tucker. As Merritt County's making a sub too. Pretty tight-knit game. Neither team's really committing on fouls, just pretty stagnant offenses, stellar defenses, one or the other. It's Peterson has it. As there's Huber. To Peterson. That was downward to Mason. And then back to Huber in the end. Peterson. She shoots.
On the corner and
just short.
almost a 3.
Warridge tries to get the rebound, knocked away from her. Back to Huber though. Huber's wide open on that corner. Stops, thought about it. Gant shoots it. Off though. Virginia Lugo must remain out of the way to get the rebound, as that is the end of the first quarter. 8-0 Farmington, as is the end of the first. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks. Hi, welcome to CC's.
Hey, they don't call it CC's for nothing.
Welcome back. We're coming to the end of this first quarter break. Makaila 8-0. What are you seeing on these teams right now?
I think they both need to step up their offense. Take some shots.
Take some shots.
Yeah.
Well, North County's taking triple as amount of threes as Farmington has, but just nothing's falling right now for them. It seems like I don't quite know how their shooters are, how reliable they are, but just at the moment, just nothing's falling for them.
Both teams have very good defense.
They do. We have quite a few long players on the Farmington team. There's Zoe Johns, Claire Bussy, Virginia Lugo, McKenna Moore is also quite long. How it goes. Natural talent when that's in play. As Huber has it. Gives it to Gant. To Christopher. Christopher dribbles in. Huber. To Christopher. Gets trapped, almost. Huber. To Gant. Gant drives in. Can she finish strong? She can't. As they get their own rebound, but miss the putback. As there's Winch. Christopher.
With the shot and
another
a miss. Rebound by North
As
County.
there's North County's first bucket coming from Morgan Johnson after like their third or fourth offensive rebound in a row.
Calls for Farmington bringing the ball down.
Gives a cross-court pass to Tucker. Trying to get it down low to Johns. Back to Pauls. Pauls shoots. Just long. Tucker gets the rebound. Gives it to Warridge. Back to Pauls. Thought about shooting it again. She does anyway. No good. There's Huber. Playing in a sort of zone defense, Farmington is. Something like a 3-2 kind of thing going on. As Christopher has it. Drives baseline. As Warriors gets it in the end. Paul is now bringing it down. Dishes it down low to Johns. Johns shoots and short. Farmington's getting the ball in relatively good position, just not being able to finish is their problem at the moment. As there's Christopher. Paul's running the fast break. Tucker to help. Goes around her back. Euros and gets fouled. Pretty move there, just couldn't get the finish. But she will be at the line for 2. As the first one is good.
Macy Pauls with another free throw. And
Second one's up.
it is good.
Right through the 9 line. Huber has it now, bringing it down for North County. Gives it over the top to Gant. Gant's going down. Gives it to Christopher. Huber. Christopher. Gant. Back to Huber. Stops, pulls up, and good.
Hey. Virginia Lugo for Farmington bringing it in. Passes it to Allison Tucker. She goes down the court with the ball.
Gives it to Lugo. To Pauls. Pauls thought about it. Faked her in. There's Johns. Turns, shoots high off the glass. As that will be a foul on Farmington.
Personal foul on the Knights, number 40. Zoe Jones, her first, 2 seconds.
As Bailey Gillen will be checking in.
Peterson throwing the ball in for North County.
Huber will end up bringing it up. Huber. To Gant. Gant, jab step. Back to Huber. Back to Gant. Gant shoots. And
a
it's good.
Good three.
First 3 of the night. Ella Gant from North County. Freshman, actually. Paul dishes it down to Johns. Johns to Tucker. Tucker stops, shoots. Short off the rim. Huber's bringing it back up. Peterson to Gant. Back to Peterson. Peterson thought about it. Back to Gant.
Looking for somebody inside.
Huber.
Can't seem
We
to
thought about it.
find
Goes
one.
baseline. Almost traveled. Blocked by Bailey Gillen. As Gant will be inbounding the ball. 4:22 left in this half as there's Huber. To Gant. Drives. Stripped out by Grief, but they call it reach.
Personal foul on number 11 for the Knights, Emily Green, her first, team third.
Gant throwing it in for North County. Stolen by Macy Pauls.
Out of bounds, unfortunately, as it will remain North County's ball. Huber now. Gives it to Peterson. Back to Huber. To Winch. To Gant. Cross court to Peterson. Peterson stops, shoots.
Just
Just
off
off
the
the
rim.
rim. As that'll be Farmington's ball on a foul. I feel like it was just a push or personal.
Emily Emily Grief throwing it in for Farmington. Passes it to Tucker as she brings the ball down.
Tucker now sets the offense. Dishes it to Grief. Pauls. Drives in. Tries to get it up. Just off the rim. Bussy with the rebound. Can't get down to go. Bussy again. I think they're going to call an over the back on Bussy.
Personal foul on the Knights. Number 44, Claire Bussey, her first. Team 4.
As there is Alyssa Huber bringing the ball up. To Gant. Back to Huber. To Peterson. Back to Huber. I don't think Huber's been subbed out one time this whole game. I think she's been in the entire time.
Yeah, I think
Peterson.
so.
To Winch. Winch goes up with it strong and one. As with this free throw, she could potentially tie the game.
About 3 minutes and 15 seconds left about in the second period.
And I'm going to correct myself. That wasn't Kaylee Winch. That was Makaila Mason.
Okay.
As North County will be setting up for some free throws now. One, actually, to make this a tie game, hopefully. As it
Mason
is
shot
off
the
the-
free throw and
Yeah,
missed.
off the glass. But it's out of bounds. I thought it was out of bounds in North County. As it's North County's ball, Huber has it to Mason. Tried to get it to Winch. With no
Farmington's
avail.
ball. Paul's throwing it in to Grief as Grief brings it down the court for Farmington.
She's going to set the offense up. Way over to Tucker. Tucker drives baseline, tries to put up a floater, can't get it to go. Bussy with the rebound, stops, shoots, and put back for Bussy.
Score is now 12-9.
About
Farmington in the lead.
2:45 left in this half. As there is Julia Christopher. Gives it to Huber. Huber dribbling the ball around. Gives it to Crawford. Back to Huber. Back to Christopher. Swinging the ball around. Christopher dribbles, loses it. Almost traveled there. As there will be a push on Grief.
Personal foul on the Knights, number 11, Emily Grief, her second. Team 6.
As North County's making a couple subs.
Peterson throwing it in for North County to Huber.
Huber gives it back to Peterson. And then back to Huber. North County seems to just relatively work in the half court, swinging the ball around the top of the key or so, waiting to get it inside or hopefully to get an open three. And with the 3-2 zone that Farmington runs, you know, as the guards have to swing over to help, it's not surprising they get relatively open threes, but just not being able to knock them in. As North County now will get a free throw, as Knights have 7 fouls, so they're in the 1-for-1.
Kaylee Winch shooting the free throw for North County. Shot is up and a make.
Nothing but nylon there, so she earned herself another free throw.
Nothing but nylon. Winch for the shot again. And a make again.
12-11, relatively close first half. Grief bringing the ball down, gives it to Tucker. To Grief. Back to Tucker. Back to Grief. Grief shoots. Short off the rim as Huber gets the rebound. Tucker's playing some pressure defense on the full court. That'll be a foul on Alice Tucker, blocking foul.
Personal foul on the Knights, number 1, Allison Tucker, her first. Team 8. At the line for a 1-1 for the Raiders, number 10,
As the Raiders will get more fouls now. Or free throws, not fouls, my bad.
Huber for the free throw shot now.
She makes this first one, she gets another one.
And a miss.
But there was another foul. I think there was a lane violation.
Huber for the free throw shot again.
It's up and high off the back of the rim as Bailey Gorham gets the rebound. Pass almost got stolen. Macy Paul is running it. Going hard through the baseline, gives it to Johns. Johns drives in, stops, pulls up, tries to fade back, can't get it to go.
Huber bringing the ball down again for North County.
Peterson tries to dump it over top to Mason, and she does. Bailey with another block, as I think Winch got the rebound, and then put it back up. 13-12 now, North County. A minute left in this half.
Minute left.
It's coming under that point. Both teams need to make every possession count. Gives it to Lugo, the Pauls. Pauls dribbling around. Drives in, loses it. North County's ball. As Winch will be inbounding it to Huber, as she's bringing the ball up now.
About 45 seconds left in the second period.
Quick to Peterson. Quick pass. Gant's wanting
Gant
it.
is wide open.
Yeah, Gant was wanting it. There she is again. Couldn't give it to her though. Huber, dribbling the ball around 28 seconds. I'm going to imagine they're probably going to try to save it for the last. Huber holding the ball.
Looking around.
Gives it to Peterson. Hopefully trying to catch Farmington on their heels at the end of this time. Gant, 3 seconds left, pulls up, shoots.
And a miss.
No
Rebound by
good
North
at the end of the
County.
half. 13-12, North County Raiders at the end of the first half. We will be right back after halftime. We do have our Farmington Nightline girls performing during halftime. We'll be right back.
Adios.
Hey, they don't call it CC's for nothing.
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to the shelterpetproject.org and meet if you are in a shelter near you. Harlow, oh, she's one great listener and loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to the shelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Divorce has many fears. Losing a child doesn't have to be one of them.
Hi, I'm Jim Willis. I've been practicing law in the Farmington area since 1986. Divorce is a very difficult time. You don't have to go through it alone. Please give me the opportunity to help you.
Mineral Area College, your next step. Enroll today at mineralarea.edu.
We taught him how to hit a baseball, how to hit a receiver, the strike zone, the net. You taught him how to hit the upper corner. You even taught him how to hit the open man. But how much time have you spent teaching him what not to hit?
Steak and Shake half-price happy hour is upon us. One must train to awaken at 2 a.m. for hand-dipped milkshakes.
But there's another one during the day, between 2 and 5 p.m.
Happy hour just got happier. Get half-price fall shakes now from 2 to 5 at Steak and Shake.
Everywhere that we go, he makes people laugh and makes people smile, and I feel like I have that quality.
He's the one who always takes me fishing. I watch golf with him.
I watch him cook, because when I grow up, I want to be a cook too.
We have the same faces like this.
Dad is the one, when you fall, that picks you up.
That unconditional sense of presence and reassurance is really what makes him my father.
The Steak and Shake half-price happy hour is upon us. One must train to awaken at 2 a.m. for hand-dipped milkshakes.
But there's another one during the day, between 2 and 5 p.m.
Happy hour just got happier. Get half-price fall shakes now from 2 to 5 at Steak and Shake.
For a limited time, A&W's 100% Wisconsin white cheddar cheese curds are available in a large, plenty-to-go-around portion, the perfect side or snack to divvy up with a friend. Prepare to share, only at your local A&W. For a limited time, A&W's 100% Wisconsin white cheddar cheese curds are available in a large, plenty-to-go-around portion, the perfect side or snack to divvy up with a friend. Prepare to share, only at your local A&W.
Everything's better when it's handmade, especially A&W's hand-breaded chicken tenders. Delicious 100% white meat chicken, made right and served with your choice of sauces, including our signature spicy papa sauce. Try them now at your local A&W.
Welcome back. We are now into the second half of the North County versus Farmington game. Score is 13-12, North County in the lead. And very good game played so far. Low scoring, but good game.
Yeah, both teams played some stellar defense in the first half. Offenses were both kind of stagnant. We had one made three in the entire first half. Ella Gant for North County. A lot more were shot than made, obviously. North County, at least, I think, had 10 threes in the first half, probably. Farmington went pretty deep into their bench, playing Bailey Gillum and Virginia Lugo for quite a few minutes. North County did the exact opposite, as players like Alyssa Huber and Ella Gant, I don't even think, ever came off the floor. And Ella being a freshman with that much workload, I can just imagine what her senior year is going to be like.
Wow.
Yeah, that's going to be crazy. We have about a minute left till tip-off of the first half. Makaila, I'm excited.
Yes, me too.
Gonna be a good second
excited
half.
to see how this turns out.
Yeah, it's going to be a good second half. If the Farmington Knights end up pulling out a victory, we will have a player interview afterwards, so make sure you stay tuned for that. That's going to be wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully.
About 35 seconds until we start the third period.
Farmington did get into a little bit of foul trouble later on in the first half, as they got up near 9 or 10 fouls. At that point, you're putting teams into the 1-and-1 or even bonus, which in the fact you get free throws off any kind of foul, which is just something you can't have in a close game, especially.
Now, starting the third period, Emily Grief from Farmington throwing it in to Allison Tucker. Brings down the ball to Grief. Grief tries to drive in, passes it to Pauls. Pauls for the shoot for a
bang, it's in!
And a three made by Macy Pauls.
First score of the second half is Macy Pauls from deep.
Oh my goodness. North County with the ball now. Christopher back to Huber. Back to Christopher. To Gant with the three. And
There's another one! Crazy!
Grief bringing down the ball for Farmington. Score is 16-15. North County in the lead.
Rapid fire. It's a shootout at this point.
Tucker going on in the baseline and shot, but fell to the ground.
Surprising there was no foul call.
Huber bringing down the ball. Passes it to Christopher. Looks for the shot. Back to Huber. Back to Christopher. And a shot for the three and a miss. Farmington's ball.
I was hoping that was going to go in, not going to lie.
Yeah, me too. Emily Grief for the pass in to Tucker. Bringing the ball down the court. To Pauls. To Johns at the top. To Grief. Grief looks in. Passes back out to Pauls for the three. Just off the backboard.
Bussy showing up the weight room, getting the rebound.
Grief driving in. Passes it inside to Johns. Johns goes up and a make.
What muscle, what power.
Huber bringing the ball down from North County. Passes it to Gant. Passes it back to Huber. Huber looking around. Passes it to Gant. And passing it around to Christopher. Gant for the three-point and a make.
Bang! There's another one from the corner for North County. There's already more made threes in this first half, or in the first minute and a half, than there was in the first minute, or whole first half. My bad. That took a little bit to get out. I don't know why.
Timeout for Farmington.
As that was a timeout for Farmington, we'll be right back after these commercial breaks.
For a limited time, A&W's 100%.
Everything's better when it's handmade, especially A&W's hand-breaded chicken tenders. Delicious 100% white meat chicken, made right and served with your choice of sauces, including our signature spicy papa sauce. Try them now at your local A&W.
Tucker passes it to Bussy, back to Tucker, to Pauls on the three-point line, back to Tucker, to Grief, back to Tucker at the top. Tucker wants Grief to come and run somewhere. To Bussy, to Pauls now in the corner, back to top, passes inside to Zoe Johns, and
Finishes strong, and one. I'm loving it. 19-19, Johns has a chance to take the lead.
Johns for the free throw now. And a make.
20-19 now with 5:25 left in this third quarter.
Huber bringing the ball down for North County. Passes it to Christopher.
That was kind of
Back to
delayed.
Huber. To Gant. Passes it back out to Huber to Christopher. Christopher drives in, only to pass to number 30. Okay. Paul steals the ball. Drives it back down the court. To Tucker at the top. To Bussy. To Paul's on the corner. Passes it inside to Bussy. Looks, passes it to Grief.
Oh, I wanted to shoot it there.
Jump shot for Grief and a miss. Rebound by Pauls. And a nice layup by Pauls.
How suave.
Huber bringing the ball down for North County now. To Christopher. Back to Huber. To Gant. To Christopher. Back to Huber. Huber looks like she's going to pull up for the shot. Gant pulls up for the shot, but misses a three, but rebound by Winch, and
Hustle plays.
two-pointer point. Grief bringing down the ball. Tucker has it now at the top to Bussy. Passes it across court to Grief. Looks inside, but just back to Tucker. Shot for Grief at the three-point line off the backboard. Bussy for the rebound, but misses.
Just rush shots, rush shots.
Yes.
Killing them.
I like that ringtone.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's my favorite.
Huber with the ball to Gant. Passes it inside, but off Bussy's foot. Subs going in for North County. Trying to pass the ball in. Passes it to Huber. Huber drives in, but passes it back outside to Pat Peterson. To Winch now on the inside. To number 30, Mason.
Mason, yep. Jab step. Ooh.
Oh, crossed her up.
Peterson to Huber.
Gant with the ball now, looking around. Tries to drive in. Layup, but misses. But a rebound by Mason and a make. Paul's bringing down the ball. Oh. Grief with the ball now, passing it around the out by Gant. Farmington's ball. Grief passing in the ball now for Farmington. Tucker passing the ball around to Bussy, back to Tucker, to Grief, back to Tucker, to Bussy, to Pauls. Looking around, can't seem to find anybody to make a shot. Tucker again, tries to drive in, passes it inside to Johns, but does not get the ball. Huber bringing the ball down. Gant going on the baseline, passes it to herself. Winch going in for the layup, and a foul drawn. Winch Winch shooting the free throw now. And miss barely off the rim by Winch. 4 subs going in for Farmington.
Looks like Megan Maxson, Virginia Lugo, Kaylee Woodridge, and Bailey Gillum, all bigs. Allison Tucker is left on the floor as the lone starter. Also, I noticed right before this game started, Sophia White happened to catch an injury right before, during warm-ups, I would imagine. Something to her ankle looked like. Hopefully I can talk more about her there. As Gann hits her from deep! Amazing!
Tucker brings it in.
26-22 North County.
Passes it to Gillum. Looks around. Can't seem to find anybody. Timeout for Farmington.
As there is another timeout, we will take another commercial break.
The Steak and Shake half-price happy hour is upon us. One must train to awaken at 2 a.m. for hand-dipped milkshakes.
But there's another one during the day, between 2 and 5 p.m.
Happy hour just got happier. Get half-price fall shakes now from 2 to 5 at Steak and Shake.
Allison Tucker driving in. And a layup, but a miss. Rebound by Mason for North County.
Nope.
Huber driving in. A foul.
That'll be an illegal screen. Moving pick because our own teammate hit her. Disappointing. 26-22 North County off this 3 barrage they're letting on in the second half.
Tucker bringing down the ball to Lugo. Back up to Tucker. To Woldridge. Looking around to Gillum. Back to Woldridge. Woldridge tries to dribble in. Back to Tucker. To Lugo. Can't really seem to find anybody who's open
Tucker
for a shot.
from deep.
Except for yep.
Bang! It's in from deep. Tucker with her first 3 of the game. Unbelievable. 26-25 with a minute left in this third quarter.
Huber driving in the ball, tries to go for a layup. Miss. Rebound. Still North County's ball. Huber driving around to Gant, going up for the layup. And a miss. Rebound. Another rebound by Gant. And a foul is drawn. That was very confusing.
Not mistaken, North County will get free throws. Gant, especially.
Gant shooting the free throw now. Shot is up and barely missed. Another free throw by Gant.
As the second one falls, 27-25. Tucker will bring it up.
Is that me? Jill!
Maxon, Woolridge.
Nice one. Passes it to Tucker. Tucker drives in for the layup and
Ooh, surprised it wasn't a foul.
make. Yes. Huber bringing down the ball, driving in. No shot.
That is the end of the third quarter. 27-25, North County's game. This 3 barrage has got me going crazy. We'll be right back when the next quarter resumes.
With everything always improving, why is our banking falling behind? With monthly service fees and ATMs that take your money right back. Introducing Kasasa. Free hard-working accounts. You'll earn when you bank and earn when you swipe. And get those ATM fees back in your pocket. free checking with rewards. Carried locally at Belgrade State Bank. Do you, Kasasa? We're always looking for better ways to do things, but with some banks, better for them isn't always better for you.
You've reached Megabank. Press 1 to hear your current balance. Press 2 to hear these options again.
Introducing free Kasasa checking. When you do stuff for us, like swipe your debit card or get e-statements, we make it even better for you with cashback and refunds on ATM fees. Kasasa, carried locally at Belgrade State Bank. Do you, Kasasa?
Welcome back. Christopher throwing the ball in now for North County. She passes it to Huber, which seems like the main point guard. Huber dribbling around. Passes it to Winch. Passes it back out to Gant. Gant looks for the shot. Passes it to Christopher, to Gant, to Huber. Tries to look inside. Almost gets stolen by Grief. Gant passes it inside. And
it'd be a foul in
yes.
Farmington, if I'm not mistaken.
Personal foul on the Knights, number 23, Macy Pauls, her second, team third.
Gant throwing the ball in now from the baseline. Passes it to Winch. Winch goes in for a layup, but a foul is drawn.
Personal foul on the Knights, number 40, Zoe Jones, her second, team fourth.
Gant throwing the ball in at the baseline to Huber. Huber passes it to Christopher. To Gant. Gant tries to drive in, passes it inside to Winch, passes it back out to Huber, looks for the shot, but
traveled.
Yes.
I thought I saw it.
Tucker throwing the ball into Pauls for the Knights. Pauls to Grief, back to Pauls. Looks inside to Johns. Gets fouled.
Johns has a chance to tie the game up right here. Potentially. I don't quite know the free throw percentage, but I'm sure she can do it. As here's the first. Up.
And a
Good.
make.
Right through the nylon.
Right through the nylon, people. Hopefully once again.
We'll see. As the crowd goes quiet. Up.
And the game is
good.
tied. 27-27. With about 6 minutes, 50 seconds left.
Nice pass from Huber. As she got bumped. Are they going to call in the shooting motion? No, I thought she was on the ground. She was.
Gant throwing it in from the baseline from North County. Tries to find somebody, passes it to Huber. Back to Gant. Looks around, passes it to Bussey for Farmington. Probably on accident. Pauls now.
Paul shoots it from deep.
Shot.
Bang! It's in from deep!
Very nice three. Huber bringing down the ball for North County. Passes it to Christopher. Christopher drives in, passes it inside to Winch. Tries to get a layup but misses. Almost a rebound by Mason. Foul is drawn. Mason is now shooting the free throw. Score is 30-27 Knights. Oh, no free throws being shot.
Yeah.
Never mind.
After this next foul, North County will see themselves in the 1-and-1, which in other words, they no matter what foul it is, they at least get one free throw. Make the first, you get to shoot a second.
Okay.
And then once you hit 10 fouls, you get both instantly.
Okay. Paul's throwing the ball in.
As
for
Bussey
Farmington.
is checking out for Bailey Gillum.
Tucker bringing the ball down. Passes it to Grieve. Passes it back over to Tucker. Long pass. To Pauls, looks for the shot.
Shooter
Drives
shoot.
around. Misses. And Huber bringing down the ball. Passes it to Christopher. Christopher driving around. Looks inside for the jump shot and a miss. Very much commotion going on. Oh, looks like there's some problems.
Technical difficulties.
Okay, that was unnecessary. Gant looking for the pass in. Looks inside to Winch. Winch going up for the layup, and a foul is drawn somehow. Winch for the shot now.
Personal foul on Knights number 40, Zoe Johns, her fourth, team second.
Zoe Johns has 4 fouls now.
So does Claire Bussey.
Getting into a little bit of foul trouble.
Yeah, each. And if I'm not mistaken, in high school it's 5 and you're out, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so two of the biggest Farmington players as far as I'm concerned, the 4 and the 5 for Farmington.
Looks like Kaylee Wilders is going to sub in.
For Johns, I'm going to imagine the next dead ball. Hopefully it's not a foul on her. They've been attacking the inside recently. Pauls is bringing it down.
Tries to pass inside to Johns.
Yep.
Paul's passing the ball in now. Tries to find somebody. Passes it to Grief. Grief passes it to Tucker. Passes it inside to Wooldridge. Wooldridge tries to go up for the layup behind the backboard.
But it will be a foul. Wooldridge gets free throws. She can make this a 2-possession game.
Wooldridge for the shot. And it's a make. Wooldridge for the free throw shot again and another make.
As it's now a 2-possession game. It's always a comforting thing when you know you can't lose in the last final seconds like this.
Huber with the ball now. Tries to pass it.
Confused what went on there.
Yeah,
Merritt County called a timeout. As that timeout comes, 32-28. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks.
Zestier, cheesier, and always something new packed with fresh ingredients. And don't forget the wings for only 50 cents on Sundays and Mondays. CC's Pizza in Farmington. We'll see you there.
We are back.
4:56. 4:56 left in this game. 32-28. It's a 2-possession game. Knights have caught themselves in a little bit of foul trouble with 2 of their 5 starters, both on 4 fouls. 7 right now in this half. I think they had 9 in the first, give or take my math.
Huber with the ball now for North County. Tries to drive around Allison Tucker.
Thought she traveled there. Definitely. Oh, they're calling a push on Farmington. Okay. Not my job.
Huber with the free throw shot now. And the shot goes up. And off the rim.
Just falls out. Unlucky. That'll be a jump ball for Farmington.
Paul's throwing the ball in to Tucker. Tucker brings it down. Passes it off to nobody yet. Now to Gillum. Back up top to Pauls.
Pauls shoots it again. Bang! It's in from deep again!
bring down the ball.
35-28. I think that's Macy Paul's third 3 in the half.
Huber looks for the shot, passes it off.
And another one. Peterson now answers right back.
Grief bringing down the ball for Farmington. To Gillum on the corner. Looking around. Can't seem to find anything. Passes it to Wooldridge. Wooldridge looks in, passes it to Tucker. Tucker for
Step
the 3,
back.
but a
Just
miss.
off. That was clean.
Oh, bunch of piles. That didn't make sense, but
And it's North County's ball as Huber jumped right on top of it.
Gant throwing in the ball now for North County to Huber. Huber tries to drive the ball in, gets stolen by Allison Tucker, passes it off to Kaylee Wooldridge for the layup.
Oh my.
Oh, and a miss layup.
Kind of botched that one a little bit. Just
That
rushed
would
it.
have been really good. Huber bringing down the ball. Can't seem to find anything.
They'll be out of bounds. Huber's trying to talk to the ref a little bit. To no avail.
Bussy and Johns going back into the game with 4 fouls.
3 minutes left. You might as well play him now.
Pauls passes it to Tucker. Tucker bringing the ball down. We have a really exciting game. Tucker going in for the layup. Rebounded by Johns. Tries to go back up, but misses. Huber bringing the ball down. To Gant. Back to Huber. Huber trying to go in. Passes it inside to Winch. A foul is drawn for a push.
I think that's Zoe Johns' last foul.
Personal foul on number 40, Zoe Johns, her 5th. Team 9. At the line for 2 for the
As that will be it for Zoe Johns tonight. As they have to be wary. Claire Bussey isn't in too much better of a standing. As one more towards her, she could be out, and they could be playing either Megan Maxon or very small with Kaylee Woolridge. And they need the height right now with these rebounds. It is 32-35.
Winch shooting the free throws. Free throw shot and a miss.
Rims out as Pauls gets it.
Farmington with only a 3-point lead right now. Tries to pass it inside to Bussy, who gets it stolen. Huber bringing down the ball. Passes it to Christopher. To inside to Winch. Winch tries to drive it in. Shoots and a miss.
Foul on North County. As Bailey almost hits the ref with the ball as he turns it around. That's their 5th foul, so one more. 1 or 2 more, and then Farmington's in the 1 for 1. That could be beneficial for them for sure, considering they've committed 9 fouls towards North County.
Tucker bringing the ball down.
Tucker.
Screens are being set. Passes
Pauls.
outside to Pauls. Pauls trying to dribble around Huber.
Tucker.
Back to Tucker.
Thought about it, drives baseline.
And a miss. Rebound by Gillum. Oh, goes up for the layup, but just misses.
Bailey will get some shots at the line. 6 fouls now. 1 more and they're on the 1 for 1. She could make this a 2-possession game. Off the front of the rim.
If she makes this free throw, Farmington will be in the lead by 4. Shot is up and a miss.
Just off the back of the rim.
Mason with the rebound.
Farmington's ball.
Paul's throwing the ball in. And a timeout for Farmington.
35-32. 2 minutes left in this game. It's getting down to the wire. We'll be right back after this timeout.
Hi, welcome to Cece's.
Hey, they don't call it CC's for nothing.
We are back with 2 minutes left in the last period.
This is getting exhilarating. These teams have, the whole mindset has changed. The first half, neither team combined for 30 points. Now, each team's dropped 20 in this second half, and they found the shot. You know, they kind of settled in. Macy Pauls has hit 3 in this half. Huber's hit a couple. Peterson's hit 1. Gantz, I know, hit another one. I think Allison Tucker's hit 1.
Grief throwing the ball in for Farmington. Grief passing it off to Tucker. Tucker looking for something. Passes it to Grief. Almost a walk. Passes it inside to Bussy.
North County's ball.
Huber bringing down the ball. Passes it to Gant. Gant trying to find somebody. Passes it to Winch. Passes it back to Huber. Huber tries to drive in. Passes it to Winch. Passes it back out to Gant. Foul.
North County gets some free throws. As that'll put him in the double bonus, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So she gets 2 free throws.
And a miss off the rim, barely.
3-point game. She can make this a 2-point game. With a chance for her lead, or her team to take the lead later on.
And the shot is up. And a make.
High bounce off the rim, falls in. Pauls has it.
Down to Bussy, to Grief for the layup, and just off the backboard. Grief rebounds it. Pauls for the fake. Pauls going in. The foul is drawn. Paul shooting the free throw.
She can make this a 2-possession game with both, and that could seal the deal for him.
And a made free throw by Paul.
And the second one's good. 37-33.
About a minute, 15 seconds left. Huber bringing the ball down for Farmington. For North County. And pass inside to Winch for North County. Goes up, but a miss. Rebound by
taps
Winch.
it out. Foul on Farmington. 4-point game. Winch is going to get some free throws. 37-33. She needs to make 1 here. 1 will make it a 3-point game, then you have a chance to tie later on. 2 can make it a 2-point game, and you could either take the lead or tie. She
Winch
at
for
least
the
wants
free
1.
throw. And a
First one's
make.
good. 3-point game.
Winch for the free throw shot again. And a make.
The second one's good. She made this a 2-point game with 50 seconds left.
Farmington just needs to hold the ball now. Oh. Oh.
Bailey Gillum has it. As Santa Graw calls timeout. I think on this timeout we'll keep it here. 37-35. Santa Graw called timeout. Ball was loose. Bailey Gillum picked it up. Farmington does need to keep the ball, but if North County really wanted to, they could personally foul, force the free throws, hope for them some misses. Both teams got into some foul trouble late. Zoe Johns just recently fouled out. Doesn't help with the rebounds, North County just pulled a couple offensive rebounds to end up getting those free throws, which could potentially lead to a loss if certain events fall in the right place. I was really surprised they weren't playing Megan Maxson. I don't know what her condition is, but health-wise, it could be rough. Makaila, what do you want to see out of these last minute or two? Or last 49 seconds, my bad.
I just want there to be a good win.
You just want to win?
I want there just to be a good win. It's a very close game, and I'm excited to see who wins.
I am too. Anything can happen right now. As Farmington's now coming out. Bailey Gillum, Claire Bussey, Macy Pauls, Allison Tucker, and Emily Grief is the starting five for Farmington.
Emily Grief throwing the ball in, passes it to Tucker.
40 seconds left, double teaming Tucker too.
Foul is drawn.
As there's the foul.
More subs coming in for North County.
Tucker at least needs to make one. And if she gets one, she can shoot another, but she needs to make one. She wants to make this a 3-point game. And she does. Cool and collected. Nothing but 9 line, straight through.
Tucker for the free throw shot again.
As Warriors checks in for Gillum.
And the shot is
4-point game.
Make.
In my eyes, I think that wraps it up. Might as well
never
put a bow
know.
on it now.
You never know. Anything could happen.
Unless they hit a 3 or here, it's wrapped up relatively in my eyes. Then it looked bad if they don't.
Winch for the layup and a make. Score is now 39-37. Knights in the lead, a 2-point game.
Another timeout. I think we're going to take a commercial break on this one because the last one was kind of long and painful. We'll be right back.
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to the shelterpetproject.org and meet a few who are in a shelter near you. Harlow, oh, she's one great listener who loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to the shelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
And we're back.
About 30 seconds left in the fourth period. Getting very intense. Farmington going out now.
39-37. 33 seconds left. Farmington's ball. I'm gonna imagine North County is gonna foul quickly.
Paul's halfway down court trying to dribble it down.
There's the foul.
Is drawn.
She at least needs to make one again.
The shot is up and a make.
It's good. 3-point game as Macy Pauls now earned herself a second free throw. 3-point game, 10-9. Or my bad, 10 fouls to 9 fouls, but it's 40-37.
And the free throw is good. Score
30
is
seconds
now
left now.
41-37. About
Time's running down.
25 seconds left. North County has the ball.
Huber's got to do something quick. Peterson.
Passes it inside to Winch. Passes it back out. Now to Huber.
They got to do something quick now. Feeds it on to Winch.
A layup and a
Winch
make.
gets a suave layup to go, and here's another commercial. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
And we're back. And better than ever, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because we have 12.9 seconds left in this game. Farmington's up 41-39. And it's Farmington's ball.
Very intense.
As Kaylee Winch has got a suave layup to go in, which I was very impressed with. She was behind the backboard.
Oh, yeah, that was saucy.
But with it being Farmington's ball, they're going to inbound it. North County's probably going to foul. Be in the double bonus, and Farmington at least needs to make one to keep it out of. To avoid the loss instantly. Instantly. To avoid the fact that North County could possibly hit a 3 because Gant's on fire this half. Let's see if
passing the ball in now.
Let's see if they're going to toss it way down like last time. Woolridge is open short. There's Tucker.
Oh.
Instantly fouls her.
Tucker.
A little bit of, some commotion down there. They wasted a whole second of time. As Tucker gets 2 free throws to see if she can silence the North County student section and the cheerleaders. As that makes it a 3-point game. This for the 4. As she gets it to go. It's nothing to her. Allison Huber. Macy Pauls fouls her as Huber now gets some free throws.
Oh no. Huber for the Huber for the free throw now. Huber gets ready for the shot. As it goes up. Now. And
Easy. I don't know if the mics picked that up, but somebody let out the most grotesque yell I've ever heard in my life.
Free throw shot again. Could be a 2-point game. Oh.
Crowd goes quiet.
Amazing.
She stays composed.
Farmington just needs to hold the ball. So many.
Another foul. 4 seconds left. Grieve couldn't do anything. She didn't want to let the jump ball happen. Tried to dribble through it. Ended up getting
Definitely
fouled.
some elbows being thrown.
Sure. 2-point game. Grief really wants to make one here for sure.
About 4.8 seconds left in this game. Grief with the made free throw.
Cash. Ice. Cold. 3-point game.
Grief for the shot again. I can't see, but is made.
4-point game. And like I said before, the bow on top.
Oh, Huber with the ball. Shoots it.
As that is it. 45-41. Farmington beats the North County Raiders in a gracious battle.
Oh, yeah.
First half was kind of slow. You know, neither team really wanted to do anything with the ball, it seems like. Very stagnant offenses, very good defenses, a lot of blocks. Second half comes out, both teams are firing from deep. Macy Paul's hit 3. Hopefully we can get here for a player interview right after this, so don't go anywhere. As we'll be right back after these few commercials.
Divorce has many fears. Losing a child doesn't have to be one of them.
Hi, I'm Jim Willis. I've been practicing law in the Farmington area since 1986. Divorce is a very difficult time. You don't have to go through it alone. Please give me the opportunity to help you.
Mineral Area College, your next step. Enroll today at mineralarea.edu.
You taught him how to hit a baseball, how to hit a receiver, the strike zone, the net. You taught him how to hit the upper corner. You even taught him how to hit the open man. much time have you spent teaching him what not to hit?
The Steak and Shake half-price happy hour is upon us. One must train to awaken at 2 a.m. for hand-dipped milkshakes.
But there's another one during the day, between 2 and 5 p.m.
Happy hour just got happier. Get half-price fall shakes now from 2 to 5 at Steak and Shake.
Everywhere that we go, he makes people laugh and makes people smile, and I feel like I have that quality.
He's the one who always takes me fishing. I watch golf with him.
I watch him cook, because when I grow up, I want to be a cook too.
We have the same faces like this.
Dad is the one, when you fall, that picks you up.
That unconditional sense of presence and reassurance is really what makes him my father.
The Steak and Shake half-price happy hour is upon us. One must train to awaken at 2 a.m. for hand-dipped milkshakes.
But there's another one during the day, between 2 and 5 p.m.
Happy hour just got happier. Get half-price fall shakes now from 2 to 5 at Steak and Shake.
For a limited time, A&W's 100% Wisconsin white cheddar cheese curds are available in a large, plenty-to-go-around portion, the perfect side or snack to divvy up with a friend. Prepare to share, only at your local A&W. For a limited time, A&W's 100% Wisconsin white cheddar cheese curds are available in a large, plenty-to-go-around portion, the perfect side or snack to divvy up with a friend. Prepare to share, only at your local A&W.
Everything's better when it's handmade, especially A&W's hand-breaded chicken tenders. Delicious 100% white meat chicken, made right and served with your choice of sauces, including our signature spicy papa sauce. Try them now at your local A&W.
The Steak and Shake half-price happy hour is upon us. One must train to awaken at 2 a.m. for hand-dipped milkshakes.
But there's another one during the day, between 2 and 5 p.m.
Happy hour just got happier. Get half-price fall shakes now from 2 to 5 at Steak and Shake.
With everything always improving, why is our banking falling behind? With monthly service fees and ATMs that take your money right back. Introducing Kasasa. Free hard-working accounts. You'll earn when you bank and earn when you swipe. And get those ATM fees back in your pocket. Free checking with rewards. Carried locally at Belgrade State Bank. Do you, Kasasa?
Welcome back. That was the conclusion of the Farmington North County game. We were looking to get Macy Pauls up here for a player interview as she lit it up in the second half. That game was exhilarating. Some amazing defense was shown. Some real controversy as later in the game, Farmington ran into some real foul trouble. It was a big problem as there are bigger players on the team with Claire Bussey and Zoe Johns, some of the people that bring more height to their lineup that they really need. Ended up getting into foul trouble. You know, Claire played the last 4 minutes with 4 fouls and one more, and she was done. And Bailey Gillum ended up having to come in, subbed, and did really well. And also Kaylee Woolridge filled in for a little bit there and did really well. But Macy Pauls, her shooting came, all the energy just switched to one side. They went up by 7 or 8, I think, at one time. It was just a real momentum shift, and it was just really impactful on how the game turned out. North County went on, faced off really well against them as they was grit and grind to the very end. They fed Winch down low so many times. Huber played with such high energy, it was ridiculous. Now we're just waiting on Macy Pauls. Hopefully we can get her soon. But in the meantime, we will be right back as we're going to go to a quick commercial break, hopefully.
We're always looking for better ways to do things. But with some banks, better for them isn't always better for you.
You've reached Megabank. Press 1 to hear your current balance. Press 2 to hear these options again.
Introducing free Kasasa checking. When you do stuff for us, like swipe your debit card or get e-statements, we make it even better for you with cash back and refunds on ATM fees. Kasasa, carried locally at Belgrade State Bank. Do you, Kasasa?
Zestier, cheesier, and always something new packed with fresh ingredients. And don't forget the wings for only 50 cents on Sundays and Mondays. CC's Pizza in Farmington. We'll see you there.
Hi, welcome to CC's.
Hey, they don't call it CC's for nothing.
Hi, welcome to CC's.
Hey, they don't call it CC's for nothing.
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to the shelterpetproject.org and meet if you are in a shelter near you. Harlow. Oh, she's one great listener who loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to the shelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
And we're back. Macy Pauls, congratulations on the win. It was a hard-fought victory. How'd the win feel? Like, what were you thinking, like, when the buzzer rang and you guys were up 45-41?
I mean, I was just really happy because...
You played well.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't know if you know that, but you definitely did. I was freaking out the second half because, I don't know if you knew, you were like 25, 26 feet out. You stopped for a second, and you shot it, and I freaked out.
Yeah.
I freaked out. Yeah, what was the difference between the first and second half? Because the first half, only 1 3 was made, and that was from North County. It was elegant. And you come out within the third quarter, beginning of the fourth maybe, you had 3. And Allison Tucker also hit 1 in the fourth.
Well, the first quarter, we just weren't working as hard as we could. And then when we went into the locker room for halftime, our coaches was just like, you guys can play way better than this, and told us what we were doing wrong. And then I guess that helped us out, and then we came out and played.
What was your mindset coming into this game? Because I don't know how North County usually stacks up against you guys on the girls' side, or how you guys did in your recent tournament. I know you didn't compete in the Central tournament. It was a tournament in St. Louis, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, well,
and,
we played in the DeSoto tournament, and then we lost to them. And then I guess we came out tonight, and I was expecting to win by more, but I think we will next time. We just didn't play very well tonight, but we got it.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate your time. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And that'll do it for me and Makaila Leask here for your KnightVision Media production. We appreciate your time. Thank you for watching, and that'll do it. See you next time, guys.